Carlo.
Hi, Gabriella.
Carlo, why did you feel there was a need for a book like your Creative Projects for Rust Programmers?
Well, of course, for several fields like web applications, games, and parsers, the Rust and the library is quite insufficient to create applications, and so additional libraries are needed. Though there are many of such libraries out there, and they have a very diverse quality and completeness, ranging from hobbyist pastimes or student exercises to professional toolkits, and to choose among them is not easy. In addition, there is a shortage of good tutorials, even for the best frameworks. So my book is a kind of guide for choosing the appropriate framework for the specific application area and for moving the first steps with it.
Well, I see your book covers a lot of topics: databases, front end and back end web applications, games, interpreters, compilers, and Linux device drivers. How could you squeeze all that stuff into only 400 pages?
Well, actually, my book is not a complete reference. It is just a kind of hands-on overview of what you can do using the Rust language and its ecosystem in several interesting fields. I think that if you find appealing some of those technologies, you should read some more material about them.
Do you think your explanations are easy to follow?
Frankly, I think you can say so. This is because he always follows some simple rules. One is that each chapter begins with an easy, brief introduction to the theoretical concepts needed to understand the rest of the chapter. So there are almost no prerequisites, except of course being able to program in Rust. Another rule is that each example project comes with its complete code that everyone can download from the internet, and each section starts with the instructions to run that example project and with the description of its expected behavior, so that the reader will be confident about what is the purpose of that example project. Another rule is that after having shown the behavior of the project, its implementation code is explained line by line so that the reader will understand the actual usage of the framework. And as the last rule, I follow the path of increasing complexity. The first example project of every chapter is quite minimal, but easy to understand, and the next examples of the chapter add more and more features to that project, building a quite interesting project by the end of the chapter. So everything flows naturally, step by step, from simple to complex. You are never overwhelmed by technical details.
And do you think your example projects are satisfying to read?
I hope so. Well, in my opinion, books typically fall into two possible errors. One is to show only quite trivial examples that do not represent at all real world applications. The other one is to show a real world application that is so chock full of features to obscure the technology that is to be taught. Instead, I try to present minimal working examples using the technology to teach, so that afterwards the reader will be able to apply such technology in real world applications.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.